So, we're finishing up our series on the God of love, or God is love. Whichever way you want to look at it. And I want to start off by saying that I live in a world of religious academia. In other words, Christian scholarly smart people. And these Christian scholars are out there in this world, and one of the big things they have, or one of the biggest things I've run into since I've been in seminary, is gender-inclusive language. You know, we've replaced the word man with man, even mankind didn't work so well. So we have to replace that word with more inclusive language like humanity or humankind or mortals or people. And, you know, that's fine, and we can see this coming. We all know we're going to start that. We all know back in Star Trek The Next Generation came out. If you're young enough so you can understand this, or old enough to understand this, when the first Star Trek came out, they were to boldly go where no man has gone before. And back in the whenever The Next Generation came out, they changed that word man to what?
One.
To no one has gone before. And, you know, I can understand that. I can accept that. And I can accept in some places in the Bible where they change mankind to humanity, and I can understand that. But they want to mess with my God. They want to start getting gender-inclusive language with God, the Father. And I can understand the fact that God is neutral, spiritually neutral. He's spirit. He has no gender at all. I can understand that, and I can accept that. But when you start taking the word Father and getting upset with the word God, the Father, then you start making me wonder, what's your problem? What is the problem with calling God Father? We want to change the first words of the Lord's Prayer that starts off with "Dear our Father which art in heaven" to our parental figure who art somewhere in another existence outside of the realms of earth. And I have problems with that. And it's a struggle I have and I'm facing with in academia, which I've never used that word in public, and I've used it twice today. In the world of the seminary, the scholars, I have problems with not calling God Father because of a very important reason. Every time we open the Bible and read about God and God's talking to his people, he uses the word Father to talk about himself. I'll give you some examples. There's 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 14. That's not where I'm going to stay tonight, but this is just something to show you. It says, he's talking to David, talking about his son in the future, and he says, I will be father to him. I will be father to him, and he shall be a son to me. And again in 2 Corinthians 6:17 through 18, he does the same thing. He says, I will be your father, because I am your father. And he never says in the Bible, I will be your mother. It's a drastic difference between your mother and your father, your relationship with your mother and your relationship with your father. More kids rebel against their mother than they do their dads, right? From what I've seen more daughters have problems with their mothers than they do with their fathers. Because their father is kind of a safe zone. But I got to look at the other side of the coin too. Bad fathers. There are some bad fathers out there. And the world says, theologians say that we look at our relationships with our fathers and we put that on God. And I begin to understand some things. And I started thinking about images of dads in the media. in television and videos and movies. And then a couple bad fathers popped in, a couple fathers popped in my head. Anybody remember the show Married with Children? Al Bundy. Not necessarily a good father. I mean, okay, let's bring it up to date. Homer Simpson. How many of you know Homer Simpson? Not Father of the Year material there. I mean, he abuses his kids. He doesn't really care that he has kids. Doesn't acknowledge them sometimes. And when he does acknowledge them, he's banging his head against the wall, saying, "Why do I have this?" Another father popped in my head. A guy in the movie show called Family Guy. Okay, Peter Griffin, whatever. I don't watch the show very much, but what I do have seen of it, not a good father role model there. And since we're going along that same line of confidence, ever see American Dad? Steve Smith, whatever his name is, Steve, Mr. Smith, Stan Smith. Thank you. Not necessarily. I mean, we've got people who talk down to their kids, don't acknowledge their kids. They beat up their kids. And then I look into modern, more real people. And we've seen one guy on the news recently this past week who has a couple of kids, and I pray to God, Charlie Sheen. Okay? That man's a father.
But he's winning.
He's got kids. He's winning. Duh, winning. He's got kids. And he's doing drugs. Maybe he's not, but they say he's allegedly doing drugs and with all these other things. And I could see why people have problems with God as Father. But I also have to think of the positive images we have of our Father. The positive images we have of dads out there. And the number one dad on the list of top TV dads comes to my mind. You know who that is? Heathcliff Huxtable on The Cosby Show. Ever watched The Cosby Show? You guys know Bill Cosby. On the top list of TV family dads, Bill Cosby's Cliff Huxtable, number one on the list. Because, man, he's a great dad. I almost wanted to run away from home just so I can live with Heathcliff Huxtable. Yeah, he's African American. I'm white. It's okay. I'm fine with that. I hope he's okay. But we all wanted our dads to be like Cliff Huxtable. Nobody wanted to leave Cliff's house. And the animated ones I talked about, people don't leave their houses because, well, they're drawn. They're cartoons. They have no choice. But then, and Cliff Huxtable, people would move out, get married, and they'd move back in with their grandkids, or their kids. And they loved Cliff, because he was a disciplinarian. Yeah, he worked hard on them. He told them strange stories, but there's a difference there than these other kids. He showed them love. He showed them a love that made them want to come, and not only come, but they brought their friends, and their friends wanted to stay. And their friends never wanted to leave the Huxtable house. That's the kind of house I wanted to live in. That's the kind of house I want to be. That's the kind of father I want to be in life. And that's the kind of father God is. The one that fills you up with love, the one that gives you those disciplines you, changes you, upsets you, but you know he still cares about you. Whatever he does, he still cares about you.